What do you need to do to finally let go of the narcissist and really start to change your life? Recovery from a narcissistic relationship is no easy task, but if you are willing to put in the work, it is worth the time and the trouble, I promise you. Yesterday, Kim, Saeed, and I talked about the hard parts. How if you don't leave the narcissist, recovery is just about impossible, at least full recovery. Well, today we're going to talk about how to take yourself beyond recovery. How do you go from being a victim of a narcissistic relationship to being a thriver, someone who loves yourself, someone who trusts yourself, and someone who has strong boundaries and isn't afraid to enforce them? Well, that's what we're talking about today at queenbeing.com. So let's get started. My name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we'll get going. Listen, it's not easy to go through this. Getting through one of these relationships it feels nearly impossible. But on the plus side, while you may not know who you are when it's all over with, you get to decide who you become. Now, the first thing I'm going to share with you today is a little bit of a conversation that I had with Kim Saeed, in which we discussed what she thinks it takes to heal from a narcissistic relationship. So take a look.
It's so important to rebuild your identity, and you might find that you're a different person, from before.
I think you have to, because time has passed. You might have had children. You can't be the same person. You're going to have grown or changed, and now you can decide.
Absolutely. And two, if we go into another romantic relationship not knowing who we are, guess what happens? We become who that person wants us to be.
Yes.
And we're still unfulfilled. We're still unhappy. We still have no clue what we want from life. So that's so important.
I totally agree. Absolutely. Any final words of encouragement for the audience that you'd like to share on any of this stuff?
A lot of people believe that it's impossible first to leave. Ask yourself, am I willing to live the rest of my life like this? And I will tell you, all of you who are listening, narcissists won't change. We all hope that we will be the exception. None of us are. Narcissists don't have any empathy, and they don't care if you stay with them for the rest of your life. So it's up to us to make that change. And it's hard. Some people never do.
Yeah.
But it is possible to heal. You have to be very dedicated and committed to it. It's important not to overwhelm yourself in the beginning, because people sometimes do overwhelm themselves, and they'll create this really busy healing schedule. And then they just freeze up and they give up. Healing, this is a trauma, and it needs to be treated as such. And it's not going to be linear. So you can have a good day, a good week, a good month, and then suddenly you're back down in the bottom of the hole again. If that's to be expected, don't be hard on yourself, but just know that healing is possible. You will need a specialized trauma therapist. You cannot heal from this on your own. So whether they want to join your program, Angie, mine, or any of the other ones out there, the best program for healing includes a specialized trauma therapist who can help you with EMDR, cognitive behavioral therapy, any of those specialty therapies. A program that's going to help you stay on course in between your sessions, and incorporating some of these healing things that we spoke about today, the essential oils, Reiki. I do that myself still to this day, because I do tend to absorb the trauma from my clients. So you have to be very, very intentional about it. But you can heal. It's absolutely possible. People do it all the time.
Excellent. I totally agree. Absolutely. Great stuff, Kim. Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much.
And just to kind of round it all out, I'm going to share with you this little clip from a previous video where I talk about how you can sort of become unapologetically self-confident, self-loving, and self-assured. Take a look. These techniques that I'm about to share with you are priceless. They'll help you develop a stronger relationship with yourself, and they will help you to find that place in yourself where you can become unapologetically, positively, unequivocally, beautifully yourself. One of the first things you've got to do is start your day with gratitude every single day. Positive thoughts and gratitude. Every day, think of 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. Instead of reaching over to grab your cell phone the minute you wake up, checking the weather or whether or not your favorite TV show is updated or sports team or whatever y'all are into, spend the time on yourself. Mentally list a few things that make you grateful to be alive and tell yourself something positive. Like I said, 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. Give yourself the intention of having a good day. List your positive qualities. Get your day off with a good start for you. Next up, write in a journal. Your thoughts and your life are worth recording, my friend. Take time every evening to write for just a few minutes. You're going to gain a lot of insight about yourself and your appreciation for life, and you're going to show yourself that your life actually matters, and it does. Next up, let go of the things that you're avoiding. Let go of those avoidance behaviors. What do you do when you're feeling emotionally under the weather? Do you shop? Do you eat? Do you get online? Instead of avoiding yourself, try sitting with yourself. See what's going on in there. Just breathe and notice your feelings and your body sensations. Avoiding them just prolongs the cycle. In time, your negative emotions will dissipate. Next up, meditate. Think of meditation as spending quality time with yourself. Begin with just a few minutes and extend the time as you feel more comfortable. You're going to learn how your mind works by meditating. And don't forget, meditation doesn't have to be just sitting still. I can't always function that way. Sometimes I need to get up and move my ass. Pardon my language. It helps me. I pop in my earbuds and I just start walking. It's very good for you. It's all about keeping your mind still. And I think best that way. So whatever works for you, do that. Next up, spend some time every single day on your own personal development. What do you feel the need to learn? Social skills, relaxation skills, networking, spiritual development. You spend so much time doing things for your boss, doing things for your home, your kids, your family, your spouse. Take a break. Spend some time just dealing with your own needs. I've said this before, but I like to have at least 1 hour per day where I don't have to deal with anybody. I like alone time during that time. Next up, have some fun. Plan some fun in your life. You deserve it, my friend. Get a monthly massage or meet a friend for ballroom dance lessons. Whatever. It's your life. Enjoy it. Okay. Next up, forgive yourself. You have made a few mistakes because you're human and you're allowed to make mistakes. I've made a whole bunch, trust me. And hey, we've all missed out on a few surefire opportunities, have we not? That's no reason to beat yourself up. And quite honestly, if you do that, you're just going to waste the rest of your life. Stop it. It's time to let go of your past and forge ahead. Next up, and this is a big one, groom yourself to a high standard. Take the time to shower every day. Don't wash your hair every day. That's bad if you're female. Pay a regular visit to the barber shop or the salon, monthly maybe, 6 weeks, whatever. Keep your grooming at a higher standard than you have before, and maybe even higher standard than other people in your environment. When you take care of yourself, you show the world how much you mean to yourself. Next up, get help if you need it, and don't be scared of it. Nobody can handle everything all the time by themselves. Sooner or later, everybody needs help, me included. This may come to you in the form of a trusted friend or professional help. Get the help you need and remember that you're worth it. Now I'm going to give you 10 quick points that you can use as you move forward in your life to help you, as a survivor of narcissistic abuse, to overcome it and embrace your whole self unapologetically. So that if somebody criticizes you or attacks you or comes after you emotionally, you will be so strong that they cannot get to you. I find this a beautiful thing, my friend, and I would love for you to have this as well. Number 1, understand that you're relevant. We spend so much time feeling irrelevant, invalidated, unacceptable, etc., not good enough. You need to understand that you're relevant, that you matter to the world, that your opinions matter and your thoughts matter, your work matters, your mere presence matters. You have already touched numerous lives in so many ways, and you don't even realize it yet. Number 2, understand your greatest mistakes don't define you. Your mistakes may have influenced your life. Certainly they have. They've influenced my life. My mistakes have. But they've only changed who you are if you've allowed that to happen. And if you can see the silver lining of any cloud, you can know that Positive change can be a good thing, and sometimes it comes from a negative experience. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made. Tomorrow is always a new day. Number 3, forgive someone who has wronged you. Forgiving doesn't mean that you have to let them back into your life, by the way. So when you're forgiving your narcissist, what I like to do in that situation is write them a letter, say all the things you need to say, spill out all your cuss words for them, spill out all your upset, your anger, and all the things they did that make you hurt. Put it in the letter. At the last paragraph of the letter, write to them, and now I'm going to forgive you, not for yourself, but for me, because
I don't deserve to have that toxic energy in my life anymore.
You're not going to spend any more time or mental energy holding on to your anger. It's toxic to you. Be good to yourself and let it go. You're going to impress yourself with your inner strength, and you're going to enjoy the forgiveness because it brings relief to you. Number 4, think about the best compliments that you've ever received. Bask in them. The most meaningful compliments are those that bring a joy to your soul. Those that ring true to you in the depth of your soul. It's exciting when someone else recognizes the best that we have to offer the world, isn't it? Number 5, take a stand for something you believe in. Be bold in your opinion and know what you think is right and wrong. Be okay with whatever that is for you. Know your ethics, know your values, and be proud of them. Be willing to share your interests with people in your life and your hobbies. When you love yourself, you can do what interests you without the need for approval from others. That is the biggest thing. You must learn to drop your need for validation from the outside of yourself. When you can do that, everything changes for you. Be proud of what's most important to you. Number 6, be kind to yourself. The world is going to be harsh enough on you as it is. Make an effort to be kind to yourself. Remember your good strengths and your good qualities. I'm going to tell you something. One of the things I tell my clients all the time is think about if this situation were happening to your child or your friend or someone you really, really care about, how would you advise them? And I ask them to advise themselves in the same way. Number 7, be of service to other people. We admire people who give us themselves, who give of themselves. You can admire yourself by spending a little bit of time each week helping to make someone else's life a little bit easier or more pleasant. Find a charity or a social organization that addresses a cause that's near and dear to your heart, or just do a random act of kindness sometimes. Number 8, take care of yourself. See the doctor, see the dentist, pay for a good haircut. Avoid dressing like a slob. Avoid being obsessed with your appearance, but give it the attention it deserves. Make an effort to look like the best possible version of yourself because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. You're worth the time and the effort that it takes. Number 9, do something nice for yourself. Take the trip that you've been meaning to take, you keep putting it off. Buy yourself a book or a Kindle ebook. Take a class on a topic that interests you. Buy those expensive sheets that you have been wanting and not getting for your bed. Don't do it as a reward to yourself. Do it just because you're awesome and you deserve that shit. Finally, number 10, remember your greatest successes. Remember how amazing you are. You have done so many great things in your life. You just have to remember them. Remind yourself who you are. Remind yourself what you're all about. And remember, you, just as much as anybody else in the world, deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. And who better to start the love out than yourself? I know it sounds ridiculous, but you literally have to fall in love with yourself. And I know that you can do it. And finally, I'm going to share with you 10 ways that I can personally help you recover from a narcissistic relationship and take your life to the next level. Take a look. Number 1, YouTube videos. Just like this video you're watching right now, I produce videos every single day on this channel to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. Listen, I know there are plenty of certified life coaches out there and authors out there who write about and talk about narcissistic abuse. But I also know that not everybody relates to everybody. And there's a tribe of people out there who seem to relate to me pretty well. And if you're one of them, welcome to my family, my friend. The fact is, when you can find someone that you can relate to personally, it can literally change your life. If I'm that person for you, excellent news. Number 2, articles. I have written hundreds of articles since 2006 about narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, and narcissistic abuse recovery. You can see most of those for free at queenbeing.com. I've also put together tons of free resources you can download there. Number 3, my free online support group, SPAN. SPAN stands for Support for People Affected by Narcissistic Abuse in Toxic Relationships. I have a team of amazing, dedicated admins that help me with SPAN, as well as my business manager, Melina. We have more than 20 moderators from around the world who work with us in SPAN, helping to make sure that the group stays safe, spam-free, troll-free, and supportive. Number 4, one-on-one coaching. I help people, individuals, in 1 hour increments, also half-hour increments, depending on what you need, to discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in their own lives. You can go to narcissisticabuserecovery.online to learn more about that or schedule an appointment, or you can just reach out to Melina, my business manager. Number 5, books and ebooks. I've written a lot of books. Around 20 of them are available for you at Amazon.com, and you can find those by going to booksangieWrote.com. Number 6, Queen Being freebies and email. You can subscribe to my email list for queenbeing.com, and you'll get all kinds of good stuff. You get freebies, you get daily emails reminding you of the things you want to do, the things you want to remember to make sure your life is good. It's all good stuff. It's all entirely free. You'll get freebies like the plan for escape. You'll get freebies like the personal passion plan, like the life reset button, like the 60-day no contact calendar, and much, much more when you visit queenbeing.com. Number 7, I have online courses around the internet. Some of them are at Udemy, some of them are at university.com, some of them are at narcissismsupportcoach.com. Email courses and online study courses available in both of those places. Number 8, the Live Makeover Academy. Number 9, free group coaching online. I come in every single morning, Monday through Friday, and I hang out with you guys and I talk with you and I offer free coaching services on YouTube Live. So if you have questions, you can't afford private coaching, here's a way that you can speak to me directly. Just come into the live sessions in the morning. Now, what if you miss the live sessions? How does that work? Well, that's why I do it every day and twice on Tuesdays. So what you can do is you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification. And this way you should be notified each time I go live. If you want a backup plan just to make sure, just in case sometimes you don't get your YouTube notifications, you can text the word AngieLive, AngieLive, all one word, to 33222. And I'll text you 5 minutes before I go live each day. Finally, number 10. You can download my iTunes or Android app. It's free. There are paid stuff. There are paid pieces of content inside of it, but there are also free pieces. This was actually produced for me by AudioJoy. They reached out to me. They said, hey, we like your stuff. Can we make an audio app out of it? And I thought, why not? So now you can get free narcissistic abuse recovery support in the iTunes store and the Google Play Store. Just have to type in Angie Atkinson and you'll find me. This brings me to the question of the day. And the question of the day is, how are you recovering from your narcissistic relationship? What is your plan? What have you done? What has worked for you and what hasn't? And what would you add to our list today? Share your thoughts, your ideas, and your experiences in the comment section below, and let's have a really good discussion about this. That's all I've got for you right now. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. Make sure you take a minute to look at the links above and the links in the description below if you're looking for further help on how you can recover from narcissistic relationships. See you soon.
It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body, take care of your soul, nurture the real you, and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot, take it now, and the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.